Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Singing, one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated Major League debut, and all eyes will be on him as he gets the start on the mound.
I love watching pitching debuts at this level because there's no waiting around to see the rookie in action. You get thrown right into the deep end of the Major League pool. He's center stage from the first inning on. So, like you said, Boog, there's no hiding at all. There's a ton of excitement about this kid's future, and he's about to face the best lineup of his life. So I'm excited to see how he attacks it.
Ready to go now? Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And that one way outside. And we're underway here in Philly. And he deals. That gets by him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Mookie digs in here. And that's in there at the knees.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
Abel checks on first. Ohtani back in.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
That one outside. And it's 1-1. Turns and fires the Betts. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Here's Ohtani flying around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Mookie on the move. Foul ball there. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out. And that's the first strikeout of his Major League career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Two outs.
That's in. Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Teoscar Hernandez in the on deck circle. Betts off of first with 2 away. That clips the corner. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting fifth, right fielder,
And a
Teoscar
dangerous hitter
Hernandez.
coming to the plate. Teoscar Hernandez now at the plate. First offering misses badly for ball one. Hernandez matched a homer in his last game. Two on, two outs. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
This one chopped to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers strand a couple. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, on the hill and coming off a great start, Tony Gonsolin.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first, here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Ripped on a line. And a base hit right there.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Trey Turner.
Here's Trey Turner. Tap foul at the plate. Gonsolin, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2016. Gonsolin picks to first, and he's back safely. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and that was not close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Ball two.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Phillies take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Bryce Harper. Turner runs. Pitch inside. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Off the mark there. And now 2-0. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting fourth, designated hitter.
And time now for the
Kyle
Phillies lineup.
Schwarber.
Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Check swing, called strike. One of the notes on Tony Gonsolin that's fun. He likes cats. I think on his glove it says the Cat Man. Man at second. And a foul ball. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Next offering way off the plate. 1 out and a runner at second. Pickoff throw, and Turner's back in. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos right through there for a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good eye in that spot. Turner at second with 2 down. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, here comes Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Tommy Edman at the plate. Just missed. Right side, but that rolls foul. That one missed.
1 strike.
Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one fouled off, 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And now the rookie second baseman, Kim. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Harper makes the play, and that is that. One left for LA. They're down 1-0. Back in Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler. Gonsolin back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Hit in the air out to center field. Edman in position. And there's one away.
Batting 7, catcher JT Realmuto.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First pitch, and he just misses. Gonsolin, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Next offering upstairs.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
3 balls, no strike.
It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
And a base hit into right center field. Around second is Realmuto. To third, tag, got him.
So that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third. It's such an exciting play, and it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there it just didn't work out for him.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That clips the corner. That one not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Missed inside with the curve.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Pickoff move to first.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Runner on the go. And a count 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not.
Shohei on the go. There's a ball. Throw. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
You know, when you've got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
2 out, space is empty. Now Freeman drives one deep to right. Castellanos ranges back and brings it in at the wall. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one a little below the knees. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Goes down looking. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit till the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
Trey Turner now. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. And that's outside. One out, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Gonsolin throws to first. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one.
He's up.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Went down on strikes his first time through.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Gonsolin turns, fires. That one ripped. Tattooed and gone. Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Gonsolin fires. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Makes the sliding stop. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 3-0.
In the background is a blind spot. Rolling dice and lucky clouds out. Can push the left and use the mind.
Back here, Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for the Dodgers,
Start of the
catcher,
4th. Will Smith to the plate.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
And that's a little high.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So a man at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. To second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. And that's down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here is Michael
left fielder,
Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Next offering way upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fought off foul. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, that worked out as good as it could have. We mentioned the RBI
Tommy
opportunity
Edmonds.
with the runner moving on the 3-2 pitch, and he cashed in by finding a hole in the outfield. You know, that takes a little extra concentration in the box because of the movement on the base pass. Easy to get distracted, so that was a really nice job there.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one is upstairs.
1-0.
And that one wrapped foul. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
It's in and out of his glove. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, things
Now
that lead to
number
big
6.
innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors, free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning, and that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Kim digs in now. He popped out his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 4th, Max Kepler at the plate.
For the Phillies, left fielder, Max Kepler.
That clips the corner.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The 1-1. Outside.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And a breaking ball misses outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's
Now
just
batting.
mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Real Muto batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And the count now even up. Chases that one out of the zone. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And here comes Alec Bohm, and he's already singled in this game. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up first base side. Freeman makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the
Now
hitter right
batting,
there. I mean,
center
that pitch was
fielder,
right down the middle. I think he
Marsh.
got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, we in go mode.
Never going slow-mo.
Marsh takes low, 2nd trip
Counts
to the
1-0.
plate in this one. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at 2nd. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Now
He was
batting,
all
second
over that
baseman,
one. I know it was a ground ball, but it
Bryson
was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Abel back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Late swing, foul to the left. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the
Shortstop,
backhand
looking
and gather
best.
himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Freeman up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Slider for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 2 in this one. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Garcia also throwing. Sliced hard but foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch, not close, up high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
To the right side. Oh, wow. Nice play. To his knee, the throw. Pretty nice play there.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Gone! Straight into the visitor's bullpen. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Tony Gonsolin departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Luis Garcia.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. That's too low. 1-0. Two outs. So 2 balls and no strikes. Foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. set for the top of the 6th. Digging in, Will Smith. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Movement in the bullpen, Matt Strong. The veteran southpaw is getting ready to come on if needed. Romano, the right-hander, also getting loose. Way high. To third. Boom. Handles, throws to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Muncy to hit. Yeah, that skips in the dirt. And he dodges that fastball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. Abel maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mick Abel is done.
He's in line for his first career win as he leaves, Boog, but there's plenty of time for things to change. We'll see if the bullpen can get to the finish line.
Tanner Banks into the game.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Hammer, base hit. Muncy headed for third, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Perfect.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and
Now
walked the
batting,
hitter.
#6.
Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases loaded with one away. Kim getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. The Dodgers threatening. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just punched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And ball one. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. They get the force at the plate. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, now batting Max Kepler. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Action in the pen down there. Anthony Banda getting ready to go. The 0-1.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
In the air to left center, Conforto. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, the catcher, JT.
And now it's JT Realmuto. He is struck out and he is walked. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, third baseman,
And now it's Alec Bohm.
With the purpose, there is a reason. And then if I retreat, then I'm worthless pulling the trees. And man, I want to be blameless.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
In the air, center field. Edman in position. And makes the play, and that's out number three.
Now pitching.
Here's
for
the new
Phillies,
pitcher for the Phillies, Jordan
number
Romano.
68.
He's making his fourth appearance of the
Jordan
season.
Romano.
Here's Mookie Betts
Leading
now,
off for
1
the
for
Dodgers,
3.
Shortstop.
Singy,
Mookie
he's a
Betts.
guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouled off left side. That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now
Nice
batting,
line drive
first
to the
baseman,
pull side
Freddie
right there,
Freeman.
but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
The tying run at the plate. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Freeman hits it in the air. Marsh moves under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Tying run at the plate.
Nope. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jordan Romano gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching
Out
for
of the bullpen
Phillies,
for the Phillies, Matt
number
Strong.
25.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Strom, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. swing and a miss.
One ball, two
Betts
strikes.
off of first with 2 away. Ripped to short. They take the force out. That ends the frame. So the Dodgers leave one. Still down by a count of 4-2. Pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
43,
7th. Anthony Banda.
Anthony
Bringing in the
Banda.
lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Brandon Marsh
Leading off
stands in for the Phillies.
Center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And the slider catches the zone. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the
Now
dugout.
batting.
Got a pitch to hit and
Second
just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next to hit, Bryson Stott. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Trey Turner at the plate. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out.
You're out.
In for a strike, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. That one out to right. Hernandez on the move. Makes the grab on the run. And that ends the inning. And we're back.
Leading
We're at
off
the top
for
of the
the
8th.
Dodgers,
Here's Max
third
Muncy.
baseman,
That
Max
funky Muncy.
Strom is a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of him. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Andy Pajas.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Dives. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That one just missing inside. Now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Muncy stands at first with 1 out. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
And now here is Kim. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is out of play. And that's way high. 1-1. Slider misses outside. Tying run at the plate. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 4 and the Dodgers 2. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Harper down on strikes.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, that was a pretty fat pitch right there. Very hittable. I think the change of speed made all the difference. Took a lot off of that one, and he had him off balance out in front. You got to pick your spots with the changeup just like he did there, and I think a great time to alter his velocity and create some deception. Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Pajes snags it, and that's the inning. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering. This is
Number
his 5th
50.
appearance of the year.
O'Reilly.
Shohei Ohtani up to the
Mercury.
dish. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too.
0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Got at him. Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1. That's out to center field. Marsh under it. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 outs.
Got at him. First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's a strike. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And they'll do it again. Inside, ball 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
1-0.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. In the dirt, blocked. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Phillies take the series opener here at home. Abel with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 4-2. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Always feel like I only go backwards. Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. I can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a